Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Crawfordsville High School Athletic Complex for this afternoon's varsity game between the visiting Whiteland Warriors and your Class 3A.
Welcome to the Crawfordsville High School today. We're playing our game today with Whiteland Loyal and Crawfordsville team. We're going to put the headset down. Here's the lineup ready to go.
Batting second, the second baseman, number 17, Nick Carazales. Batting third, the left fielder, number 32, Bailey Watson. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 44, Jacob Leisner. Batting fifth, starting pitcher, number 33, Luke Helton. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 34, Ricky Ramey. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 3, Jake Holshausen. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 4, Ian Pelfrey. And batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 1, Jared Klein. Klein will be hitting for starting catcher, number 27, Jimmy Russ. The Warriors are coached by Mr. Scott Sherry. And now the starters for your Crawfordsville Athenians. Leading off, the shortstop, number 8, Trent Johnson. Batting second, the left fielder, number 5, Carson Scott. Batting third, the right fielder, number 27, Big Caden Jones. Batting fourth, the starting pitcher, number 23, Chase Dowell. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 4, Peyton Abney. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 20, Josh Blackburn. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 12, Cale Windelin. Windelin will be hitting for starting catcher, number 11, Owen Bennett. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 21, Will Kellerman. And batting ninth, the third baseman, number 2, Brendan Dowell. Today's umpires behind home plate, Mr. Steve Correa, and on the bases, Mr. Greg Hammond. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the American flag located in right field. At this time, the Crawfordsville Community School Corporation and the IHSAA invite you to please stand and remove your caps as we honor the United States of America.
I don't think you see the lighted flares up for a second call of the national anthem right now. All right. Oh, we're good to be back. Only a few hours, only about 12 hours since our last little foray here.
I was just going to say, big change in the weather, too.
Yeah,
so.
very sunny, still windy, but you know what? It's dry here, and the little rain that blew through very early this morning probably knocked a little of the dust off of some of the flooded areas that have seen receding water. But, you know, a good day here for a couple of baseball games. Unfortunately, if you're a Crawfordsville fan, there's only going to be one for the Athenians because of field conditions at North Montgomery. This double header is not going to happen.
Right. So, yeah, just the one game today for the Athenians against the Whiteland Braves. Warriors, that's right. And I have to, because actually that's a Freudian slip on my part. I go all the way back to when these guys were They would have been 11. We actually played the Whiteland All-Star team in a tournament in Mooresville, and I think they might have been the Whiteland Braves at that point. And a funny story about that: the two coaches for the All-Star team actually wore uniforms, just like they do in the MLB. Mm-hmm. So, and they came out there with the lineup, and they're like, Coach Wunderland, those guys have mustaches. I said, yeah, I think they're the coaches, guys.
Talk about a good way to get a team psychologically on the downside.
Yeah, so it was funny because they were out there, and they were, and I was just young, and it was hilarious.
That's funny. Good story. Good story to get things going.
Good memories.
Yes, indeed, you do. Well, if you watched any of the Crawfordsville 11-1 win last night over North Putnam, except for the uniforms, a lot of this familiar faces and positions for the Athenians defense as they get ready to go here, winning their 16th game against only 2 losses last night. The wind again is going to be blowing basically from left field. Last night it was kind of a cross wind towards right field, but kind of looks like the wind is a little in from left side, maybe from the left pole to the right pole. It's going to help the lefties if they can get one to right center. Might break. Otherwise, it's going to put a lot of stuff on the softball field.
Whipping it around, yeah.
Exactly. So they were just saying wind was gusting up into the 20s. Chase Bennett steps to the plate to take the first pitch of the ball game. Chase Dowell on the mound for Crawfordsville. This guy works fast, so we got to get stats in quickly. Here's a 3-hopper up the middle, and Bennett will break all the streaks right away with the single in between a couple of sets of gloves.
Yeah, second pitch right up there, driven nicely right up over the gap there over second base.
This Whiteland team, 10-7 on the season, 4-3 in their conference. Certainly a good team, and Crawfordsville's going to see their number 1 pitcher. Got some nice numbers on Helton.
Oh, really?
Yes, indeed, 4-1 on the year. So I was very surprised. So even with some games that they've got coming up, they're going to at least put their number 1 guy out for a little while here. We'll see what the pitch counts are all about. This is Nicholas Carrizales playing second base. Throw to first, as you saw. Next pitch in the dirt, and it digs it out.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe it's not a little bit of a rust factor for them as well.
They probably haven't had any games either.
They might come out and let him work an inning or two just to get the arm back into shape.
Yep, and 35 or 40, 35 pitches in that area is a total no touch. I mean, he's available to go on any conference game that they might have on Monday. Second pitch fouled away. We were talking about Chase Dowell. This is his 9th appearance. It's his 6th start of the season. Chase is 7-0. Picked up a win in a safe situation. He's a 0.58 ERA. A couple more numbers after this pitch.
Swing on
there you go. There's that. Chase has pitched 36.1 innings. He's allowed 7 runs, only 3 earned runs in all those 36 innings of work. Only 15 hits allowed, 9 walks, and 46 strikeouts.
9 walks.
9 walks. 5 to 1. A walk to strikeout ratio.
Not bad.
To say the least, and to say, here's the last good word about that guy. Behind his name, Junior.
Yeah.
Not Junior like that's his dad's name.
No.
That's his year in school.
As in one more year of, that looked like a good pitch.
Boy, that was awfully close.
So maybe dealing with the tight zone, although as long as they're consistent. We dealt with that in the game last night. It seemed to move all over the place.
It was just not consistent. It was all over, but it was consistently inconsistent.
Yeah.
That's the way I always tell my coaches. But another throw over. This is Carrizales. Bennett gets a couple steps away from first after an opening single. This one's in.
Nice job by Bennett.
Good job
digging that one out.
Yep, and that's going to fill up the count 3-2 now. As my good friend and play-by-play guy Wayne Larrabee would say, it's a sun-splashed afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Ooh, wow.
Okay, so we're not getting the low part of the zone there, it looks like. No. So, which will, the Crawfordsville guys consistently work the lower half of the zone. So we'll see. They like to work low and inside. That's been a theme for many years here at Crawfordsville. So we'll see what.
Sometimes, too, you throw that ball in that same spot for another 3 or 4 more batters and a couple innings. Then all of a sudden the umpire realizes, that's where they're going to go, and they're starting to look a little bit better.
Right.
Foul ball. But in the interim here, in the top of the first inning, Chase Dowell finds himself in a little bit of a pickle here with the first 2 batters faced, both on base. Is that the way it goes? I always remember some of the great pitchers. If you didn't get them in the first inning, you weren't going to get them. That's a strike.
There we go. Yeah, no, and I think be curious to go back and look through the stats if we had that kind of stuff available. I wonder how many times, even in an inning, that Chase has had the first 2 guys reach. He's been, 2 guys on with nobody out.
This is a fly ball that the wind's going to protrude out to Scott.
Oh.
There's a throw. I know a couple fans on here were saying that Bennett may have left early, so he may have been hopping back to second base to get a touch.
Yeah.
As it is, he doesn't advance, and the fly out registers the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up Jacob Leistner. Big number 44.
He is a big boy.
Yes, indeed. Digging up some stats. I got to get to the second page for number 44. I'm not going to get time. Another fly ball. This
Caden gets back Jones. On it. Nice job of getting to
nice turnaround. Nice turnaround. Boy, that was a really good play.
Nice job
against
by
the wind. You
yeah.
betcha.
Got all the way turned around and still was able to. Hopefully that showed up on the tape there. So
that ball was heading out right towards right center field, and Caden knew the wind was going to affect it greatly with it being that high. He tried to give enough room, and all of a sudden the wind's blowing it even farther as the ball slows down. So he's got to turn and make another adjustment. So 2 good adjustments by Caden Jones.
Good agility by the big man out there and right.
Right. Luke Halton next up for Whiteland takes a called strike. Halton. These guys are too many deep numbers. I got to get the second page of my stat book.
Yeah, the coach needs to learn to start at 1 and just hand out jerseys from there.
That's right.
Nice job by Bennett again, blocking the ball.
Another good block. Got to be careful when the wind and stuff doesn't fly away. Helton's a .312 hitter.
Fouls that one off.
Fouls this one off. And Leistner, the fly ball out a moment ago, .439 hitter with some nice numbers. So this Whiteland team, this is going to be a good game. This is I don't think they're coming down here to get 2 practice games.
No, I don't think so either. I think they know they're probably, when they come into this, when you come to Crawfordsville, it's not a secret. You're going to see a good, fundamentally sound baseball team no matter what.
Exactly right.
And then
you're going to play North Montgomery in your second game, and then there's
not a big step back most years, and this year might be a little bit different, but certainly, again, a solid team up there. They've got some players. So.
Yes, they just can't score enough runs.
Yeah.
North is plenty good. They just can't score any runs. That's their big problem. Is good pitching, real sound fundamentally defensively,
right.
But man, just can't get, they're not hitting.
Well, hard to replace some of the offense that they lost, and particularly to Bailey Adams out of the equation up there. So no doubt about that.
So, and to kind of finish the story, we started with the first hitters. This Whiteland team will be playing North Montgomery at 4:30 on this field.
Correct.
Today, so that's why the second game with Union County got postponed. Another foul ball. 7th pitch of the at bat coming up for Halton. He's fouled 3 away here. As the JV guys getting a good workout here early.
No doubt about it.
Wind's going to blow most of them that direction. So I think if you just go find a bunch of the 5 and 6 year old little guys, park them over there with a helmet and a glove, I think you keep them busy most of the afternoon.
Absolutely, you would put them on the other side of the fence in the softball field. He went
check swing and that's it. So Dowell pitches himself out of a bit of a jam. Single. Guy moves to third, walks the second guy, but that's where they stand as he retires 3 in a row on 2 fly balls and a strikeout. So the Warriors go no runs, 1 hit, no errors for Crawfordsville. 2 guys left, and we'll head to the Crawfordsville batting order. As we talked, as anybody who's done these iHigh broadcasts and these YouTube broadcasts know, this is a Crawfordsville team, massively loaded at the top. Great hitting numbers. A 312 hitting team. Not just a couple guys hitting 312. The team is hitting 312. Trent Johnson leads off. He's hitting 436. Carson Scott's batting 385. Caden Jones is 520. Chase Dowell 352. And that is it over 300 through the rest of the order. But there's still a couple more guys that are if you rounded the number up, it would be 300.
Yeah, you got some guys hitting 280, and so not taking a big step back. Up and down the order, you've got guys that are going to put the ball in play, and I know that's something that Coach Froge really teaches these guys is put the ball in play. Good things are going to happen at some point. So just keep chipping away at it. So
get one guy on and then start making something happen.
Yep, absolutely.
Coach Froge has never been a Crawfordsville philosophy. There was 1 or 2 years when they had a couple of big guns that they kind of played, American League baseball, where you get 2 guys on base and start swinging for the 3-run home run. But for the most part, every single guy on this team can bunt. Even Caden Jones can bunt. And if need be,
the slugging percentage is 720. Might indicate that doesn't happen very
often. But I'll bet you $1 that if it was the bottom of the 6th inning and Trent Johnson got on base and they needed him at second base, that Caden Jones would put a bunt down. Everybody else can do that. Well, just all the good fundamentals, and you move on from there. So it'll be Trent Johnson, who seldom gets to ball 3 in a count. He's only walked 7 times in this season. He's only struck out twice.
Right.
436 on the year, 24 hits, 2 doubles, a triple, 10 RBIs, 26 runs scored. Been plunked a couple of times. So he comes up to start things off for Crawfordsville. And the first pitch is a strike.
So that looked like the low outside corner is fair game based on what I just saw right there. So that hopefully that the rest of the staff is seeing that.
Yep.
Saws Trent off there and fouls it off. So quickly behind 2-0.
2-0-2. On the mound, as we were talking about, it is my right Helton, in case there's not more than one. It is Luke Helton. And we'll get a couple of numbers from him right after this pitch. Helton is 4-1 on the season. He's got a 1.17 ERA.
Okay.
Yep. He has 24 innings pitched, 19 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, only 5 walks and 26 Ks. So
it's like another guy that's going to keep it around the plate for us. So
absolutely right. It looks like he's got pretty good velocity.
Yeah, not a lot of. Doesn't look like a ton of movement on the ball from here, but good velocity, and again, keep it around the plate. That should work to our advantage.
Yep, but from a records and an innings and a standpoint, he is the top numbers guy here for this Whiteland team.
Trent holds off on that one.
Yep. Will that look for an appeal? No,
not even close.
Heck no. But you got to do it.
Sure, you're gonna ask. Doesn't hurt.
It's like, did the guy leave base too soon? You know what? You can always ask.
Sure.
You can always ask. 1-2 for Trent Johnson, bottom of the first. Oops.
That just about got him.
Trent wanted it to hit him. A nice lazy curveball would have been nothing to it.
Yeah.
Trent's been hit 3 times, as we mentioned. This Crawfordsville team has been prolific. Trent strikes out. We were talking about how few times that happens.
Mm-hmm.
But the Athenians have been hit 34 times on the season. So Trent goes down swinging. It's his 3rd strikeout of the season.
Yeah, it looked like he caught just a little bit of that, but the catcher was able to hang on to it. So.
Yep. Carson Scott next up, 385 hitter, 20 hits, 3 doubles, 13 RBIs. He lays a bat out. We got a foul ball.
Hit him in the box.
Yep. Ball bounced up off a home plate and grazed his knee, leg, something.
No.
Kills it all. We said 13 RBIs for Carson, 16 runs scored, been hit once, 7 walks, 5 Ks. So again, another low K number here. That's obviously what you like to see. Get these 1 and 2 hitters on, especially for your big guns.
Well, you look down through there. There's only 2 guys on the whole roster that have double digits on strikeouts for the whole season.
Right.
So everybody's got a good eye out there.
Mm-hmm.
Know their zone and able to put I think also that indicates able to put the ball in play quite a bit. Pulls that one back.
Distracts the catcher just a touch, and that comes off his glove. Moves the count to 2-1. Caden Jones on deck for Crawfordsville. Jones has been busy in right field already with 2 fly ball catches defensively in the top of the first. There's a drag bunt.
Got nobody there. Oh, yeah.
There goes the second baseman. He
got him over there. Yeah. Got just a little bit too much velocity on that one. If he could have bent that one a little bit more towards the pitcher, he might have been able to get there. So 2-away. As it is. Scott goes out 4-3.
It was a long run. It was a long run over there for Pelfrey to get over and cover the base, and another split second. Pitcher, first baseman, maybe don't decide who's going to.
The second baseman got a late break because at first when Caden right over the top of that one.
Yep. That pitch.
That looked like it came off the edge of the table there.
Yep, like a forkball sort of thing. Jones hitting .520 on the season, 26 hits, 5 doubles, a triple, a home run. More numbers in a second. He gets a rip at that one, sends it over the concession stand.
Yep. All the way over the building there and onto the track.
Yes, indeed. The gate's open so they can go fetch it. 30 RBIs for Jones, 19 runs scored, been hit 3 times, 16 walks, 4 strikeouts.
So hopefully the dugout's paying attention here because the catcher is struggling with whatever's going on with the movement on the ball. So if we can get a guy on base, hopefully we can take advantage of that. Hopefully they're paying attention.
Well, that's a good point. Right after this pitch, I just remembered something from doing the notes. That pitch is outside.
Mm-hmm.
This young man who's catching is Jimmy Gruce.
Okay.
He's not on the varsity roster.
So
I got a hunch we may have a promotion from the JV. Pitch just outside.
Yep. Trying to frame that just a little bit there, and umpire wasn't buying what he was selling.
No, not this time. He hasn't given too much on that little outside. He's been a little outside, but not much. Pretty tight strike zone on 2 good pitchers. There's one.
Caden's going to get that one through there.
Hits one to the opposite field.
All right.
First hit of the afternoon for the Athenians. Puts Jones on board with 2 outs. Jones' 27th hit of the year. Brings up Chase Dowell. Dowell, a .352 hitter, 19 hits, 5 doubles, 2 long balls, 16 RBIs, 15 runs scored, hit a couple times, dozen walks, 10 Ks. So Dowell, another guy that will not waste his at-bat. He'll first pitch swing, get just underneath it a little bit, and that's going to drift high up and out into the outfield.
Center fielder gets under it.
Yeah, Bennett comes under that with no problem. So Crawfordsville, no runs a hit. There were no errors, 1 left. Do a quick pitch count here. There's 6, 10, 16, 17 pitches for Helton. Chase was 2, 8, 11, 12, 19 pitches in their first inning. So both pitchers a little above the curve, if you will. But as we were discussing with Helton, is he going to be on a pitch count? Is he going to get 30 pitches, 60 pitches? Because he does have a day of rest tomorrow, no matter what. So he can go to 60 safely and pitch on Monday without any problems.
Right.
So,
yeah, I would think that they would, again, with probably having to make up some conference games from last week, that they're probably, I would think they'll want to give him, not work him too deep here.
Right.
And also, think about 2 games today as well. So
that's right.
They may have to factor that into how long they let him go, depending how deep their staff is.
Yep,
so.
Absolutely. They do not have a Monday game, if I remember looking right. I think I only saw 2 games next week, and of course sometimes the schedules are being made up literally on the fly. I mean, last night, Coach Coy was giving me the list of the games. Well, there were 3 of them that hadn't been on the list.
Jeff was a complete surprise. It's not even So I have a feeling that's probably
they may have 1 or 2 of them in there.
Well, both coaches probably looking to make up for some games that they lost, even like last weekend on Saturday with the rainouts. Just trying to keep some games in there as hedging that there might be more rain in the forecast.
Exactly right. So.
The third baseman, Ricky Rainey.
So Ricky Rainey. Okay.
Chase gets right after it in this inning.
Yeah, no kidding. Changed the name there because on the score sheet I got it said Roy Rainey, and so that the Dave must have found out something I didn't know. Count evens 1-1. So like I mentioned, Helton 4 wins leads that staff. So if they want to throw their second guy or save him, it'll be Carazales, who may see some action against North. We'll see what the bullpen does. Long ways to go.
Gave him the strike.
Called strike here. Again, this is Ramey.
They've late breaker on that one there.
Yep. Chase Dowell on the mound. He has 1 strikeout already. Works out of the full motion.
Strike 3.
That corner backwards.
Whoa, Owen. Get Carson. Wake up, Carson.
Yep. Everybody jump.
The shortstop,
going to bring up Jacob Holzhausen. Get some names you got to work on here from the Whiteland guys. You don't just not very many Smith and Jones bunches.
No.
Just inside.
Ball inside, yeah.
Holzhausen, a .231 hitter.
I'll be curious to see as we go deeper into the roster for
a little low.
A little low, yeah. The roster, if they continue to be able to catch up with Chase.
Right, right.
Throwing hard there.
Yep. And boy, that's that other thing too. And yeah, you know, anybody watching on iHigh and YouTube today, Chase Dowell wastes no time. When that ball comes back, he is ready to go. So there's one right back up the middle. Abney can get to it, but not
thinks
enough
better
time.
of it. Yeah, no sense making a bad throw there. So
yeah.
And then
you get that big lumbering first baseman. You know, you might be able to throw him out, but you don't. Not gonna get the shortstop.
No.
That brings up Ian Pelfrey. Ian spelled very uniquely, I-Y-A-N.
Okay. I didn't look down at it to see, but yeah.
He's a 147 hitter, so.
Double play ball here if we can hurry.
6. Kellerman can't scoop it. Yep. Bennett's backing him up, however.
Nice job.
Keep him there. So Pelfrey reaches on the fielder's choice. There was that pitch, that defensive play for Johnson was no man's land.
Yeah,
close enough. You know, if he makes the scoop over to Abney, they still lack time to make the turn because the ball is moving pretty slowly. So, you know, Trent just does what he thinks best.
Yeah,
didn't work out.
Yeah, and he actually had to come in far enough to field the ball that it actually his momentum. He wasn't really taking him towards the bag and to make a nice clean throw to one.
You betcha.
Take the lead guy anytime you can.
Take one out whenever you can. Yeah. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter. This is Garrett, G-A-R-E-D. And last name is Klein, K-L-E-Y-N. So we've got vowels all over the place.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Well,
and,
Pat, I'd like to buy a vowel.
That's exactly right. He's a 217 hitter.
Well, it stays up a little bit on him.
A little up. Count goes 2-1. 1 on, 2 out. Top of 2. No score. Crawfordsville Whiteland just getting settled here. Runner moves. Ball's in the dirt. That's not even going to be a throw. Then it's got to scoop it, keep it in front of him, and that'll give Pelfrey the stolen base.
Yep, 3-1 count.
Dowell needs to do more. He's concentrated on this guy now.
Yeah, with 2 away.
Absolutely. It's called strike. Fills it up, 3-2. Just have to wait a second here. It's just this guy, he'll get you your strike. It's just a matter when you get the hand up.
A couple times he's called it.
Yep.
Trent got to make a clean throw over, and he does.
And
Nice job.
6-3. So the Athenians again fight out of a mini jam.
Yeah, mini jam there.
Yep, runner gets to second base at Pelfrey after a base hit. So no runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left for the Athenians, or for the Warriors. 4, 8, 9, and 6 is 15 pitches for 34 pitches now for Chase Dowell. And my guess is that Dowell is only on a massive pitch count limitation. You know, they'll let him get to the 80 plus.
Yeah,
because he can sit till Tuesday.
Yes. Yeah, because I would if you think about the way the rotation's gone.
Brendan Dowell threw about 80 pitches last, just under 80 pitches last night, picked up the win.
Right.
So he's good to go Monday.
Right.
If you want.
Right.
Caden threw one inning in relief last night. He's certainly available. Cam Saunders is come off the JV bench anytime.
Well, and you got Trent, so Trent's
got to be.
You would think that you're going to see Trent on Tuesday in the conference game against the Mounties.
Right. Yep. And the other another scenario too, Coach Welliver and Coach Froge last night when I was talking to him after the ball game, we were talking about the 10 games and 10 available dates. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they said they've got the pitching rotation all mapped out. So
brings up the 5 hitter Peyton Abney.
Peyton Abney, 179 hitter on the season. Got a big hit last night.
Yep.
And also scored a run, drove in a run, and 10 hits on the year, 3 doubles. Peyton actually has 1 home run.
Yeah, it's kind of a feast or famine thing with Peyton this year. He's always swung the bat really quick, so when he makes contact, it's going to go a long way. Squares around for the bunt, pulls it back.
Takes
strike. Yeah,
yep.
I can't hear it, but I think he's actually barking it out, and then the hand comes up afterwards. So if you watch closely, you can see it. So
the good news that these earphones keep my ears warm, but I can't hear the umpire.
That's going to drop.
That's going to blow. Nope. Wind holds it up just a little bit.
Yeah, I thought that might have blown it enough away from the center fielder that Peyton could have.
Yeah, Bennett's got some good wheels. He covered a lot of territory out there.
Yeah, sure did.
And actually, the ball was kind of blowing it towards Pelfrey. Pelfrey may have had a play on it, too. So, as it is, the ball gets up in the air, and the wind's going to do some other crazy stuff with it. Abney goes out on the F8, brings up Josh Blackburn, 280 hitter in the season. First pitch way outside. 14 hits, a couple of doubles, 17 RBIs, 6 runs, five times hit by a pitch, 7 walks, 8 Ks for the center fielder.
It got to all that one.
He's going to get a hold of one here.
No,
the wind's
going to eat it up again.
Yep, the wind just ate that one up.
Absolutely, Sounds good coming off the bat. Looks good coming off the bat, but you get any elevation on the ball, and it's just going to die up there.
It's going to look like my 9-iron out there. You know, it's going to get up, and it's going to get up and stop. You know? So 2 F8s brings up Cale Wendelin for the Athenians. 235 hitter. Ball up. 8 hits, 4 RBIs, 9 runs scored. No walks, 3 Ks for young Cale. Designated hitter this afternoon, hitting for Owen Bennett, the catcher.
Yeah, that was the strike. In there for a strike, 1-1.
Both catchers are being hit for this afternoon. The youngster, Bruce, for Whiteland. There's a little nubber. 1 hop to second. Carazales throws over to first. Yep. So we've pretty much run the gauntlet here in the first 2 innings. Both pitchers establishing some early control. All zeros for Crawfordsville. 4, 6, 9 pitches. So Helton now gets back down underneath the yellow line. 13 pitches an inning is his average. As Chase's average is 17. So still no red line markers there.
Yeah. Keep them right around 15 is always what the rule of thumb I've heard.
Right. Yep, exactly right. So that Whiteland will, with a couple of hits in the first couple of innings, will bring the top of the order back up. So they're going to get to see Chase Dowell for the second time. Dowell's got a strikeout in each of the first 2 innings. Allowed a hit in each of the first 2 innings, but has given up no runs.
Looks like we're going to get some action down in the Athenian bullpen, possibly.
Yep.
Semi-Riddle trotting down there.
Who would be the first guy to start warming up today? Would you throw the staff at these guys on a say, all right, Trent hasn't pitched for a while, give him an inning?
I honestly wondered if we might not see somebody in the middle, and if we can get out in front of these guys, and then Trent come in and work an inning or 2 to slam the door.
Yep.
Just to get the arm a little bit of action.
Right.
Let's see who's trotting down there. We've got. It's going to be maybe Fitzwater working his arm back into shape. Cade coming off an injury. I think in the first or second game of the year, actually broke his hand.
Right.
So.
Right. Kind of a freakish play, too, as I remember.
Yeah, hit by pitch. Yeah. Actually hit by pitch.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was hit by the pitch or hit by a throw. It was hit by a pitch.
Between, and he's actually dealing kind of with the same thing. That his was down lower. Cale actually, the end of his right finger is broken.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right at the
right
at the knuckle. No meat down there. And it's the same thing. He was hit by a pitch and pulling the barrel bat, and it actually got him there on the knuckle. So he's finally starting to get a little bit of the grip back. But
that's got to affect your swing at least a little bit.
Yeah.
1-1. And Bennett,
they're finding that spot.
Yep.
Nice job by Kellerman to knock that one down.
Yeah, that was an infield hit anyway. Abney had a long way to go. So Bennett has hit 2 right back up. The
second baseman.
First one was a little off of Dowell between he and Johnson, and this one was right over his head. And Abney's got a long haul to go get it, and Bennett way too fast. So Bennett's 2 singles.
Not really squaring it up per se, but just enough to make something happen there.
And that'll bring up Carazales, who walked in the first inning, takes a strike.
Chase with the kind of just letting him know he's thinking about it, not really trying anything serious.
Right. quick look and see.
There's
Bennett's on the move.
Nice throw.
Oh, there's a good throw, but just a little late.
Just a little late. Yeah, he got a great jump. So, what was the call? Ball.
So that makes it 1-1.
Yeah.
It's just going to try and look down and see if Bennett has no stolen base data. Ground ball. Anthony makes that play. Runner advances. First out of the inning, and the Warriors have Bennett on third base for the second time today. Bailey Watson flew out to right, his first trip up.
I mean, Caden has actually shaded a little bit further over towards the right foul line there in anticipation that the ball might get lifted. And there for a strike.
And Blackburn, however, is still about 2 steps left of the strike.
Coach Froge is trying to get him to shade over, and he's not catching it there. He needs to. There's a big gap out there. Swing and a miss.
Watson wants it the worst way.
Oh, I'm sure at this point he's just thinking, if I can poke that over the second baseman's head, it's going to go far enough.
Watson that's his fielding chances. I'll say he can't be hitting that good. That was his fielding. Watson,
foul ball.
32. There we go. A .446 hitter.
Oh yeah. No slouch at the plate, obviously.
No, sir. But he's down to 0-2 here.
Outside.
Yep. So if you're chased out, do you challenge this guy with your best pitch, or do you just say, let's work around him?
Yeah, I think at this point,
with first base open.
Yeah, jumping out ahead, I think you're gonna work around him. You're not gonna try and bring him in there. Oh, must have broke late enough.
Umpire,
fooled everybody.
You see his hand signal. He put the hand up, above his chest level. He just said it was too high.
Yeah, that ball broke just a little too late.
Yep. 2-2. That's too low.
Nice job by Bennett.
Yep.
Full count.
So from 0-2, it's now 3-2. But as you said, this is a guy you got to be pitching pretty carefully to. He could give one a ride and make it 2-0 versus putting him on first base and looking for a double play ball. Fooled him. Totally fooled him.
Little change up there, it looked like.
He was looking for something a lot faster than that.
Couldn't stop the axe from coming around on that one.
That'll bring up Jacob Leisner. Leisner flew out also to right field, his first trip up.
Another
2
big
outs.
boy.
Yes, indeed. He'll get a big cut at it.
Same thing.
Yep, Leisner.
Bennett doing a nice job hanging back there. He's seeing a steady diet of breaking balls.
Yep. Leisner, .439 hitter.
Fouls that one off.
Just gets a piece of it.
Same thing. Chase quickly out 0-2 here. See if he can work that to his advantage. Because again, at this point, he does not have to bring anything anywhere close.
Got to keep it low. Got to keep it out of his. Got to keep it out of his wheelhouse.
Yeah, Bennett setting up outside.
Well, everybody in the crowd.
The infield actually broke for the dugout off that one. So
automatic 0-2, ball 1, I guess.
Something. I don't know. It looked like that caught the front corner of the plate. Maybe a little low. Fouls that one off.
Whatever it was a brave man not to swing at that pitch.
Yeah, that was.
Of course, it was at a spot where he wasn't going to hit it.
Yeah.
Knee high in the outside corner of the plate. I mean, that's unless you're a specialist at that.
It's kind of funny if you caught that on the camera there. Chase was set, the batter was set, and Owen was actually standing up to get a ball, one of the foul balls from the. Nice job by Bennett to keep that out of the front. Yeah.
Yep.
Basically breaking all the way down and trapping it underneath his body.
Yep. 2-2. 2 out. 1 on.
Ooh, all the way behind him. That slipped out of Chase's hands.
Sure did. Incite a riot in the major leagues, but in high school baseball, it just slipped.
Not Chris Sale and Manny Machado is what we're saying here.
No.
Gets all that one.
Blackburn
stumbles.
The wind's going to do.
He loses it.
Yep. Blackburn stumbled and lost the ball. So by the time he regained contact with the ball, wind had blown it,
Yeah.
you know, the wind was just continually blowing it away from him. So Leicester has a 2-out RBI double.
Yeah, not.
That scores Bennett and gives Whiteland the 1-0 lead. Ball up and in there on Luke Helton. Helton struck out on a 7-pitch at bat. His last trip up. Strike there.
Strike, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure even if he's got good wheels.
Yeah.
I think if he wouldn't have stumbled, Josh would have got to that.
I truly believe that. Look to second. Yeah, that first slip, you know, it took away 3 or 4 steps, and he was no more than 2 steps away when the ball fell.
No doubt about it.
Going away from him. Oh, that one's down underneath.
Late break, but still no play at third.
No. Bennett, I think, thought he had it.
Yeah.
Until everybody on the bench started yelling at him.
Back.
Yeah.
So,
2 balls, 1 strike.
Bullpen walking back towards the dugout for the Athenians.
Fitzwater got a little work in.
Yeah, just get his arm warm, I'm sure.
Doing a little BP today. Or not BP, bullpen.
Up.
Pitches up. 3-1 for Helton. 1 in, 1 on, 2 out. Top 3, excuse me. Crawfordsville and Whiteland.
There it is.
Well, that's a strike. That fills the count out.
Foul ball. That looked like a pinball in there.
Yeah,
Off the bat, off the plate, onto the batter. Yeah.
Yep. Helton, a .312 hitter in the season. So the middle of this Whiteland lineup's got some decent hitting.
Yeah, got some pop to it. Yeah, no doubt about it. And they've been putting the ball in play so far today here too.
That hit him. Got it right in the hand.
Yeah, he started to swing and pulled it back.
He's shaking his right hand, which is his pitching hand. This is the pitcher that just got hit. Courtesy runner quickly coming in is number
11.
Okay.
Broomsticks, I think I saw in the
Yep, Austin Korn.
Number 11, Austin Korn.
Okay, so 2 out. Again, a little bit of a jam here. We got 1 runner has scored already. We got runners at the corners again now off the double and the advance on the pass ball and then a hit by pitch.
Yep. This brings up Ramey. First pitch swinging.
That's going to be a tough. Oh, Johnson boots that one.
Yeah.
So we got another run off the air and the runners at first and second.
So this has turned into a little bit more of a thing for Crawfordsville as Chase Bennett, a single to lead things off here, eventually scored, and the Athenians now on a slip, and on an opportunity to catch a fly ball in center field, and now in E6, a rare fielding error by Johnson. I think somebody told me his other errors have almost all been throwing errors. Balls in the dirt.
I would think that.
Holzhausen.
Yes, I think it's been on the throw, not many on the. Coach Welliver
is going to go out.
You see him on the screen here in just a second.
Settle things down.
Although wait a minute, I'm looking at the live feed. What do we got going on here, Michael? It's not showing up on this. Okay, so they got it. Hopefully we're live everywhere else. We're just not live on our screen. Okay.
We're not, as we would say in the business, we're not getting a return feed from the truck.
Yeah, because I was like, I kept looking for Coach Welver to pop on the screen there, and he never showed up.
Folks, I swear to goodness, he's out there.
He was in stealth mode.
That's right. That's it. Wearing his non-reflective attire today. Can't be picked up on a TV screen. So he goes out to have a chat with Chase Towell and Mr. Bennett. Holzhausen has 1 ball on him, 2 outs, 2 on, top of 3. Warriors put a crooked number up. They got 2 runs already.
That's going to score.
And there's an excuse me swing down the right field line. That's going to score 1.
Good wheels coming around here. He's going to hold him up at third.
Yep. So an opposite field RBI double by Holzhausen. Drives in 1 and puts 2 runners now on
about 20 feet deep in the grass there, but right on the line, and just a little kind of a check swing blooper over Kellerman's head.
Yep. So Corn, the Curtis runner, scores the third run of the inning, and that brings up Ian Pelfrey, right fielder, 8th hitter of the inning now for Whiteland.
Comes inside for another ball. That's maybe a little bit of lesson here for the Athenian hitters as well. You don't have to necessarily be trying to kill the ball. Just get something in play here.
And the wind will help you a little bit too.
Yeah, there's a swing and miss. Nothing but sailboat fuel on that one.
Yeah.
We've got plenty of that already today.
Yes, indeed. Pelfrey reached on a fielder's choice and stole second base, but was stranded in the second inning.
That's all that one.
He's got the barrel on that one. That's going to score one. Or
they're going to score two.
Play the plate. Here comes the throw. It's cut off. And moving to second is going to be Pelfrey. So Pelfrey gets a single, drives in 2 RBIs.
This is going to be it for Dow.
And Holzhausen scores from second. Ramey scores from first. And it's 5-0.
Yeah.
And that brings Coach Froge out instantly. 7-0, just don't cut it today.
No. I'm not sure.
Well,
I'm not quite sure what he's pretty animated out there.
Everybody's.
What I would have thought that he would doesn't he have to make the change?
No, I think you get 3.
3? Okay, is it 3 now? Okay, that's changed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought because he came out that he was going to make the
that
change.
was exactly what I thought too.
Normally, Coach Welver comes out and does all the other work, and,
right.
and when Coach Froge comes out, it's to set up, it's to make the change. But he came out to deliver
a sermon on the mound.
Yeah, literally. And he's not. And Coach Froge didn't take the high ground. So you can just see it on your screens at home, folks. That the infield and the battery are all getting.
He's still going.
Yep.
I'm surprised the umpires come out, but
the home plate umpire saying, "I'm not getting in on this."
He's gonna. Apparently, he likes what he hears because he's just out there listening at this point.
He didn't even ask him.
Giving him the he'd let him know a second. So he obviously deferring. Probably the Hall of Fame status probably gets him a little bit of.
Gets him 15 or 20 extra seconds.
Yeah, a couple extra sentences in there. So.
And he just came back. The home plate umpire came with. He had a big smile on his face.
Yeah.
He said, "I wasn't going to step." He said, "I'm not stepping in the middle of that."
Yeah.
So Jared Klein, the 9th hitter, fouls this one off. The Athenians now are going to find out what their comeback abilities are. Down to 5-0 here at the top of the 3rd inning.
Pretty deep hole.
That will now register with the Whiteland staff. Strike 2. Now you've got Helton.
Yeah.
Do you let him cruise along? Give him a few more extra pitches with a big lead, or do you? Well, there's another opposite field hit.
He's going to score another one.
He's going to score one more.
Oh, and
now we get a bobble.
Scott mishandles the ball. Runners.
Safe.
Got a hand in there. Yeah.
So 1B in the RBI for Klein. And he reaches second on the E. Pelfrey scores. That is 6 runs. And for the first time in a really, really long time, I am changing the number on my score sheet because Whiteland has batted around.
Yeah, and this is Saunders getting up in the bullpen, it looks like.
This is the 10th. This is the 10th batter of the inning.
And that has to be the first time this year that anybody's gone around on the Athenians. I don't think anybody else has even Carmel didn't do that.
Okay.
My memory serves me right.
Okay. I'll take your word on that one. Not having not been here, ball outside. But the hole has gone deep.
Yeah.
The Athenians have added a couple of shovelfuls tossed out on their own to make it part of it. Ooh, got him on the sleeve.
On the sleeve.
That is the only thing about Chase. He does work inside.
I have a feeling that they're going to give him a chance because pitch count wise, he's still in good shape. They're going to let him work out of this, and then I bet this will be it for him. Strike here.
This is Nicholas Carrizales. Carzales walked in the first, grounded out his first trip up this inning. It's his third plate appearance. Checks it. It's inside.
No appeal on that? I guess not.
Guess not. 1-1.
Guess he went around, but the bat didn't. That's kind of, I guess, the takeaway on that. Swing and a miss.
Fooled him on that pitch. 1-2.
Chase bearing down here. I'm sure refocused and just one more strike at this point. Let's stop the bleeding and go. Bennett, nice job getting that.
Bennett keeps it in his glove. Oh, ball gets loose from the warm-up guys.
It's interesting. The Whiteland coach actually was calling for
Scott Sherry.
Yeah, asking for somebody to step out or step off because he was actually chasing the ball.
Nobody else heard it because everybody's in play, and his batter stepped out. So pops one up. See if the wind.
Come on, Willie.
If the wind's going to let it stay in play, that's
about 6 or 8 feet outside of the.
Any other day but last night or today, that ball stays in play without any problems.
It's not unusual to have a north wind here in Indiana. Just it's odd with the way the weather pattern has been.
Yeah. So and it's pretty blustery.
Yeah.
You know? Here's the next pitch.
Again, fouls that one.
Fights one off.
Yeah.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. This is going to be a 20-plus pitch inning here for the Chase, maybe more by the time we get it all added up. Still 2-2.
Oh, it wasn't watching.
Exactly.
The crowd not very happy about it either.
Yeah,
you didn't catch that.
Yeah, they're pretty frustrated about this 6-run inning already. So
another hit. Johnson snares that one out of the air.
L6.
Thank goodness.
That ends a bad inning there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 hits. Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 6 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. Got an E6 and an E7. 2 left on base. All right, I'm gonna get my calculator out here and do a pitch count. All right, 6, 9, 17, 23, 30. Oh my, 36, 37.
Did he double it in one inning?
More than that. 43, 46 that inning. He had 34 in the first 2. So that puts Chase Dowell at 80 pitches already in 3 innings. So that now becomes a little more of a bigger piece of the pie.
Yeah, because if you go over 100, it's mandatory 3 days off, isn't it?
Yes. So
we still haven't made it through the order once. There's Kellerman coming up here.
I know it.
So we've got 8, 9, and then top for the Athenians.
Right.
Kellerman. Some stats here.
No, hold on. I got
it. Here you go. I can help you out with that.
178.
178.
Next.
Quicker to the draw than I was.
I wrote them all down.
So
strike 2.
So Kellerman, we've got 8 hits on the year, all of them singles, 3 RBIs, scored 8 runs,
7 walks,
only 6 strikeouts.
Yep. Takes next pitch outside. Yeah. It's Kellerman, Brendendale on the top of the order for Crawfordsville, whose offense now is going to really have to step to the plate.
Go! Kellerman
swung at a bad pitch. Didn't realize the pitch had gotten dropped.
Yeah, I think he heard the pop and then didn't go. So I'm sure he'll get asked about that, and I'll just leave it at that.
after the sermon on the mound, now he's got to he's going to have to face that one.
Go back. Probably the only good news is Coach Froge is on third, not in the dugout.
Yes.
So that's going to.
Brendendale puts one down the ground. Oh, nice play at third base.
And he tripped over the pitcher trying to.
Helton's coming from
third
to his right. Helton's coming off the mound to his right, and Ramey Ramey had a good beat on the ball and would have had a play. Probably would have gotten out had the big body not gotten in the way. So the Athenians get a guy on base. We'll give Dow the infield bunt hit. No question there.
Throw over. And we're not going to see the put you to sleep throw. He comes straight out and brings a dart over there. Dow.
Well, there's got to be a lot of adrenaline flowing in that Whiteland dugout right now.
I think what everybody's got to remember back to here a little bit also is now we've got the rookie catcher behind the plate here. I think that's still 27 behind.
Yes, it is.
Behind the plate. So we've seen a lot of balls either break off the glove or into the dirt, and so one thing here, you want to be a little bit patient. Breaking ball for a strike 2.
Yep. Johnson needing to get something started here with Dowell on first. Throw over.
Got a quick move. It's a nice smooth motion over there.
Yep.
The ball gets there in a hurry. Trent pops that one up.
The wind's going to blow it, but not far enough out. And that's the end of his at bat.
So 2 away.
Yep. Johnson 0 for 2 on the day. Carson Scott next up. Grounded out to second base, his first trip up. And that's the other thing too. And early in the it's only the 3rd inning out of a 7-inning game, so I mean there's a lot of game to be played.
Sure.
But the other thing, we're talking about Whiteland's got a lot of gas now, and they're so they put 6 runs up on the number 2 team in the state. Crawfordsville hasn't been behind by 6 runs to a team other than Carmel, probably all season long. So you got to keep your focus and intensity. Scott takes a strike.
And the other thing here is this might change the pitching philosophy for Whiteland as well. And the other thing is here, you don't get ahead of yourself if you're the Athenians. Be patient. Realize that you've got plenty of game left, and just take it, one pitch at a time, one base at a time, and try to work your way back in this. Yep. If they do decide to go with a different pitcher, maybe we would have more success. So, we talked about that a little bit earlier. Don't know how deep the bullpen is here for the Warriors.
Right, and they've got the second game to play.
Right,
in addition to their conference game scheduled next week.
Yeah.
So
that's right. They're playing
North Montgomery. Yep, they're playing North Montgomery here. This was supposed to be a double header with Union County and Whiteland here. And the 1:30 game in Union County was supposed to be at North Montgomery, and then North of Crawfordsville would flip opponents at 4:30. And field conditions at North Montgomery were just not fixable. So, and I don't know if they just had to make that decision at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. But Union County, this is according to the Crawfordsville officials. Union County said, "Well, we're not going to come if we don't play 2."
Yeah, that was exactly what I had heard as well. Is that if they weren't going to be guaranteed 2 games, that they weren't going to make the trip. Right, everybody's going to be safe on that one.
There we go.
Swinging bunt.
So Scott hustles down to first. Dowell hustles to second. So
2 really good sets of wheels here. So if Caden can find any kind of depth on the ball with 2 away, that Scott's going to be running on the crack of the bat. So we might have a shot at getting 2 back here if Caden can get a ball deep enough.
Jones takes a strike. Yeah. Jones singled to the opposite field, not totally opposite field, to left center.
Yeah.
His first time up, so his .520 batting average is now better than that.
That's not going to help.
No, that one's in the grass.
Caden legs it out, but still not there. So
Leisner able to do it on his own. So the Athenians get 2 guys on. 2 runs, or no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and both guys left on base. 3, 7, 9.
We do see the pitching change.
14 pitches, so 40, exactly half for Helton. The Athenians have got going on here. That looks like a Saunders to me.
It certainly is. Cam Saunders, the sophomore for the Athenians. So I'll be curious to see how we set the defense now.
Yeah, because you got to keep Chase Dowell's bat in. Bennett's still in. You got to keep him in the catch. Anthony's there.
And Dowell stays at. He's going to come over to third. So you're going to apparently. Brendan Dowell is the one sitting.
B. Dowell is going to be sacrificed. Look, right, Crawfordsville pitching stats here. See if I can keep them from blowing out.
I'll give you a little bit of, so this is Cam's second varsity appearance of the season. He's actually got the start against the number 1 ranked 4A Carmel Greyhounds in the championship game of the Crawfordsville Invitational, and did a nice job. Actually was able to hold them, I think, scoreless through 2 innings. The Athenians were able to get a lead, but then I think in the top of the 3rd, after they'd seen Cam one time through the order, they were able to start doing some damage there. And no shame in that. That Cardinal, the Greyhound team is loaded, and
7 D1 players. I was told.
Yeah, we weren't gonna get into a slugfest with them and win. If it was going to be, it was going to be a low-scoring game and try to squeak something out, and then we saw it up and down the order because those guys could hit top to bottom. So.
Certainly that. And Aaron, under the guys that stats don't lie, it is Cam's 3rd appearance.
3rd, okay.
Yeah, he does have the 1 start against Carmel. There's another appearance. All I've got is just a game played, so that's an appearance. 4.1 innings. So he it might have been some relief down in Tennessee,
or
something like that.
I'd have to go
his ERA ballooned because of several runs against Carmel. 9.69 ERA, 7 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned, 1 walk, 4 Ks. So,
if I'm not mistaken, though, he actually has thrown a no-hitter down on the JV schedule.
And he either threw one by himself and was part of a second one.
Yes.
Or he was the starter of a no-hitter.
Combined no-hitter.
Combined up. So, Bailey Watson takes ball 1 and then fouls 1 away.
Yeah, I think a couple of those JV games, he's been over double digits in strikeouts as well.
Yes.
So, and I mentioned it on the broadcast yesterday. Yeah, that probably the 3rd hardest thrower on the Crawfordsville team, and I had no doubt gets all that one right at Scott. Late break is able to snare it out of the air.
Nice.
I have a feeling that what we're seeing out there is a combination of the tall grass and maybe a little bit of mushiness from all the rain. The guys, particularly in the outfield, that they're not getting a good push on that first step. If that shows up on the camera, it's not that the guys have too big of shoes on today. I think it's just the wet ground out there, and I can attest that the outfield is a little bit soft. Yeah, that's going to be a hit.
There you go. Leisner liked what he saw in the very first pitch. Doubled his last plate appearance, 1 for 2 on the day, and now singles.
And again, back with your comment with the stats don't lie. The top of the order doing it here for the Whiteland Warriors today.
Yes, indeed. They've got a bunch, and a couple guys helped out at the bottom, towards the bottom, and that's what helped turn into a 6-run at bat in that pivotal 3rd inning.
So 1 away, 1 on.
This is Helton.
Ball.
Pitch just down. Helton hit by a pitch on his pitching hand.
Yeah, last at bat.
His last at bat. Struck out in the first, so he's officially 0 for 1. But the courtesy runner for him scored. Takes that pitch outside.
So in the we were talking a little bit about scoring yesterday, and it's a little bit of my lack of knowledge on that. So the courtesy runner scored. So does he get in his stats
for the run?
Credit for the run, not the pitcher, not the guy he's running for.
Yep,
okay, good to know.
Right. Because I remember it was a couple. In fact, I want to say it was Brendan Dowell's freshman year. He was almost exclusively a courtesy runner.
Yes.
For all the pitch, and he was like 2nd in the state in runs scored. He had 1 plate appearance.
Yes. Yes. I do remember that as far as the statistical oddity.
Yes.
From Brendan's freshman year. Yeah. When you're the fastest guy on the team, that tends to work itself out that way.
Yep.
So that's a walk.
4 in a row there. Saunders overthrows a couple different times.
So 1 away, 2 on.
And Korn is going to run again.
Yeah.
We will see that all.
The courtesy runner third
all day.
Austin Korn.
1 on or 2 on, 1 out here for Whiteland, top of the 4th, leading Crawfordsville.
Outside.
Yep, outside. Cam Saunders on in relief.
Third baseman,
Ricky Ramey, or Roy Ramey, depending on which program you look at. Ramey struck out on a called third strike in the 2nd, reached on an error, and scored. He went around on that one.
All the way on that one.
Nope, no doubt there. Evens a count at 1-1. Hitter number 6 in the Whiteland order. Whiteland 10-7 on the year. Ball up. Cam's been missing high.
Yeah, that's several of them that have been. And that might be, I wonder a little bit, with it being as still, it's deceptive, the weather, the nice blue sky and the sunshine, but it's still a little cool. I wonder if with the cold hands, that might be working against these guys a little bit.
And at the varsity level, you just got to get used to that.
Right.
You know, that's just all part of the seasoning and conditioning of becoming moving up to the next level of baseball.
Yeah.
2-2.
Fouls that one off the plate.
Saunders, just like Dowell, works quickly.
Yes. I think probably everybody on the Athenian staff is encouraged to work quickly out there. Strike 3, catches the inside part of the plate.
Ramey didn't like that call. That's his second call, third strike. Yeah. He's going to have to start swinging at that inside corner breaker. Jacob Holzhausen, 2 for 2. Infield single in the second, doubled in the third inning.
So 2 away, 2 on. Strike.
Strike. Well, here now it's just come down to no matter what happens with defensively, the Crawfordsville offense is just going to come up and generate something now.
He just got it in. Just going to have to, again, like I said, just take it, kind of here one batter at a time and try to scratch and claw your way back in this. Don't try to get it all back at once.
That's not a monumental thing. 2 runs in the 4th, 2 runs in the 5th, 2 runs in the 6th evens the whole score.
Right.
If you keep things at bay now,
right.
You still got to get those.
You got to work out of this little bit of a jam here, and then you got to.
And Luke Helton has been very good on the mound so far for Whiteland.
Yeah, and I would think with the 1 inning where he only threw 9 pitches, they probably let him come back out in the 4th. Now that's going to be a hit, and that's going to get into the middle of him. Oh, that's going to score another run.
Score
maybe 2. Yeah, he's going to wave him. No, he's going to hold him.
Nope, he's holding safe at second, and everybody's safe. So Holzhausen is 3 for 3 with 2 doubles. We'll be pitching around him from now on.
Yeah.
So he ends up at second. Helton's courtesy runner Korn stays at third, and Leisner scores his second run of the ball game. So it's now 7-0. That brings up Ian Pelfrey.
Interesting. Again, not really driving the ball hard, but just enough
making contact,
finding the alleys out there, hitting into where we are.
Pelfrey singled with 2 and drove in 2. His last plate appearance.
Yeah, you get 2 runners in scoring position here, so Saunders gets a strike.
Pelfrey, a light hitter, 147 on the season, but as we said, that big single last time up. And there's
Scott right at him.
Right at. Ooh,
this must not be seeing the ball very well.
Well, there's the sun right
maybe
now.
A little. Yeah, maybe a little. Again, and he slipped as well, so I don't know if he's not getting a good read or what.
Well, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, a couple left on base. So Saunders, 3, 4, 8, 14, 18, 21 pitches for Cam. Athenians down by
7.
Unlucky 7
at this point.
Yeah, and Helton's back out. Helton only 40 pitches, so he's certainly good for.
Yeah, he's not even to the 2-day rest.
No.
Yeah.
No. He's got to get to 60 for that.
60 for the 2-day rest mandatory. So.
And even then, that's Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
So he's good to go to Tuesday. So. And the 60 is the bottom end of it. It's 60 up to, I believe, 80.
Yeah.
So it's the 70 to 79 would be the number.
Yeah.
Actually, to get into 3.
Yeah, that's the bottom. You're right. It's the bottom of the threshold, and the way that works is if you get to it in the middle of a batter,
you can finish that at bat.
Yeah.
Yep. Finish that at bat. It's almost exactly like the Little League system.
So you're going to see Dowell, Abney, Chase Dowell, and then Abney on deck.
Yep. The Athenians have 3 hits, but have not gotten anybody across. They got B. Dowell into scoring position. Got him to second base. He reached on an infield bunt single and moved to second when Scott also got an infield hit. Chase Dow flew out to center his first time up.
Got him.
Got him.
There we go. One pitch, one on.
There you go. And that is the third time this season Chase has been hit by a pitch.
Got him on the left elbow there, it looked like, just a little bit. So this will be where the Athenians will start to actually try to work the pitch count here. So taking pitches, trying to.
Abney shows bunt.
Ball
outside. Yep. Abney flew out his first time up.
Now this might be a little bit of a game here again, trying to distract the catcher. And there for a strike. We haven't seen that since the first inning, though. I've brought it up twice now.
Yep.
I probably have taken it out of play by doing that.
The old Sports Illustrated jinx, anti-jinx. Abney shows it, but he just swings away.
That one's nobody can see.
A mile high. Fair ball out.
Yeah, the pitcher Helton took a look at that and then actually covered his eyes and bailed out.
Let Leisner take care of that. So that brings up Josh Blackburn. Down 7. You can't do as many of your scratch and run. You can't bunt a guy over. You need to string 4 or 5 hits in a row.
Yeah.
So that's why Abney wasn't bunting in that circumstance. Blackburn will probably not be either. 280 before the flyout in the second inning. 17 RBIs, 14 hits for Blackburn.
Sharply hit. Oh my!
Man, nice fielding play at third base by Ramey. Ramey has impressed me 3 times now in this ball game defensively at third base.
Yeah, that was a hot shot. One skipper right down there to him and just got the glove across the body and made a nice play. So
Blackburn winds up at first in the fielder's choice, and Dowell is out on the force out. So the Athenians now quickly down to their last out of this inning. Cale Wendelin grounded out to second base his first time up. Takes one in the dirt. Ball 1. Number 7 hitter for the second-ranked Crawfordsville squad.
Yeah, Kellerman on deck.
Called strike.
Yeah, a little bit low.
Yep.
Strike 2.
Inside. Kind of defending himself a little bit. They're going to get an appeal.
Hit him.
Oh, it hit him. Oh, he thought it hit him.
Yeah. That's what he thought. So.
They didn't see the umpire make that motion to first base, but doesn't mean we didn't miss it. But it's 2-2. We're all resettled back here.
Outside, loads
full count.
Yeah. So you've
got to put Blackburn in
motion. Absolutely. 2 out, full count. Swing and a miss. Yeah, breaking ball.
Yep. So again, a low pitch count inning here. Get the numbers here in just a second. He hit Dowell in the first pitch, so that's 1, 4, 5, 11. 11 pitches in that half, so that's 51. So that probably makes the decision for Coach Sherry a whole lot easier.
Oh, sure it does.
Send him out for the 5th. So we're through 4, and Crawfordsville getting shut out at home here to Whiteland, 7-0. Lots of ball games and then coming up for Crawfordsville, and a whole bunch of them at home. So, if you got a pencil out, we'll give you a couple seconds to get a piece of paper, because there's a lot of games that will all end up here on iHigh and YouTube, starting on Monday. Home game, a literally last-minute ad from yesterday, as Crawfordsville will be playing host to Lafayette Jeff. That game not on anybody's schedule, unless you get to Max Preps and figure out how to get on their website, which is being redone and is impossible unless you got the newest software.
Yeah, I noticed on the mobile, it actually might be the best way to do it because the app apparently has already been updated. I noticed, noticed that the
Maybe
mobile.
the new app has been because the app on my older iPhone don't work.
Okay.
They don't work at all. So, anywho, but that's Monday, and then the Mounties from Southmont are coming here on Tuesday in conference action. So that game will be on the tube, and then on Wednesday is a home game with Benton Central, and I assume that all home games are on iHigh unless otherwise noted.
Yeah.
Thursday is a rematch with Southmont in conference action, so that game will not be on. Will not be on the WIMC radio. I'm sure they'll probably have that game on.
Yeah.
And then Friday is a conference makeup game with Tri-West, and that game is here. So
Danville.
Danville. I'm sorry,
Danville. It's the Warriors.
It's another Warriors.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Yeah, busy week for the good guys.
And then there's a Saturday game at Park Tudor.
Correct.
And then you skip Sunday, and then there's Monday, Tuesday with North Montgomery.
Yeah.
So this is Klein.
Saunders
strike
again.
One, strike two.
Cam quickly working out there. Gets up. So I was actually, after this pitch, I'll walk everybody through. I did check out the sectional pairings.
Oh, good.
Strike three.
Strike three.
So it's not good to get that right out of the way there. So so we've got Crawfordsville. I think game one is North Montgomery and Lebanon.
Yes.
And then game two is going to be Crawfordsville and Tri-West.
It's not Western Boone?
Western Boone. I'm sorry, Western Boone. Yes.
Yep.
I already said Tri-West.
There you go.
And then in the
you and I got Tri-West Danville.
Yeah. So then you walk, and I think it's then Tri-West and Frankfurt.
Right.
So the 6 teams that's the setup right there, and I think the
and dates have not been finalized yet.
Yeah, but the way the setup is for whoever between Tri-West and Frankfurt, the winner of that game advances to the championship. Yeah.
But they are trying to set the dates up far enough in advance. Foul ball back. Makes the count 1 and 2 on Chase Bennett, who is 2 for 2 with 2 hits and got hit by a pitch, scored a run. But if the weather doesn't play a factor and they do manage to go Wednesday, Monday for the tournament, we'll offset all the pitch count issues. Ball in the dirt makes it 3 and 1. Bennett is the leadoff hitter for this Whiteland team. We mentioned earlier 10 and 7 on the season. Playing a pretty decent conference too, so they're.
Yeah, look, I looked down through Max Preps last night. They've played some good competition.
Yes.
No doubt about that.
Swinging a low ball, fills the count out 3 and 2. Cam Saunders in relief of Chase Dowell, who was roughed up for 6 runs in the 3rd inning. This is a rip foul down the line.
It's all the way around on that one.
Yep. Count stays at 3 and 2. Carrizales next up. Curveball, and Bennett just puts his bat on his shoulder and just says, "You got me there."
Yep.
2 strikeouts in this inning, 3 in the game now for Cam Saunders. And Carrizales comes to the plate. 0 for 2 officially. Ground out, line out, and walked in the first inning but did not score.
He's about the only guy on the Warriors who hasn't scored.
Carrizales and the next guy up's Watson are the only 2 that haven't played it at least once. Holton technically hasn't scored, but he's had a courtesy.
Right.
His position has scored. The courtesy runner scored for him 1 time. First pitch, strike. Second pitch in play. Johnson comes up with it. Throw.
Nice job. 1, 2, 3.
Well, that's the first time today we've had that.
Yeah.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left.
No errors.
Except for 7 pitches to Bennett. So 7, 9, and 3 is a dozen pitches for Cam. He sits at 33 for his work today. Coach Froge now with all the guys. A base hit at a time.
Yep.
Base hit at a time. There are no 7-run home runs in baseball. So the first guy gets on, the second guy gets on, the third guy gets on, and then it gets contagious. And
yeah, you got to take the long view at this.
That's right. Luke Helton, who has been incredibly effective. Only 51 pitches in the first 4 innings of Athenians faced. Given up 3 hits, 1 in the first and 2 in the third. Has 3 strikeouts. Has not walked anybody and did hit Chase out. So a no-walk game for Helton.
No free bags.
No, that's right. Helton, as we mentioned, 4-1. 4-1 on the season coming into today. The best record pitching-wise for the Warriors. 1.17 ERA was also, tops on the staff. So he has proven to be as good as advertised. The Athenians will go bottom and top. It'll be Kellerman, Saunders, and Johnson. That's Kellerman on top of that one.
Activity down in the bullpen for the Athenians. That's Peyton Abney trotting down to warm up his arm.
Yep. Ball is low.
It's probably just an opportunity to take advantage of some nice weather to actually go through.
A little bullpen work, probably. I don't see him in the rotation today after throwing. Well, in fact, he can't. There's a bunt. It stays on the line. Oh, and the throw hits. The throw hits him right in the back of the head, or in the back of the back, one or the other.
Yeah.
So Kellerman's going to get an infield bunt single.
No, this is Saunders hitting for.
Saunders has to hit for Dowell. Yep.
Although it is a pinch hitter because it is Luke Mangold. So.
Oh, okay. So Mangold will hit for Saunders, and then Saunders can re-enter in that position.
Yeah.
So. Quick look. First pitch is a strike. Luke Mangold on the season, a 167 hitter. He has 2 hits.
Did have a nice hit yesterday.
Single and a double. A couple RBIs, 4 runs scored.
I have a feeling what you're seeing here is Luke might be just a touch quicker than Cam. So they're probably thinking if they can get Luke aboard, that it gives them an opportunity to get around the bases just a little bit quicker.
Right.
Although Cam Saunders, even for as big a guy as he is, moves exceptionally well.
Yep.
So 1-2 with the foul ball there for Mangold, trying to keep the momentum going here off of. We've got Kellerman down there at first base.
Yep. They're going to rule in that they went around. So that's a strike.
That was an odd. I think we saw one earlier like that where it was the body went, but the bat didn't.
Yeah.
We got the benefit of the doubt. So one away brings up Trent.
Yeah, when the catcher's moving and the batter's moving and the ball's moving, then the ball pops out, makes it difficult. Johnson's first pitch swinging again.
Drive, that's gonna hook around, but second baseman gets under it.
Second base for a fly
2
ball.
away.
So Johnson 0 for 3 as Carazales comes up with that fly ball out. We'll bring up Carson Scott. Scott reached on an infield single. His first time up.
Wouldn't be surprised, he's batting from the left side right here, if he doesn't try to bunt his way on as well. Strike.
Yeah.
Taking all the way on now.
Yeah, any way to get him on base, and then cross your fingers on Caden Jones, throwing one out of the park.
It's going to be a bunt down the first base line right here if it goes according to plan.
Down the third base line.
Yeah. Didn't quite get around on that.
Nope. That'll put the count to strike 2. Scott, 1 for 2, we said. Infield single, grounded out in the first.
Yeah, swinging away on this one. Ball away.
Yep.
Plate's a little dirty. I'm surprised that the umpire hasn't cleaned that off. First time I've seen it there when everybody stepped back away. Fouls that one off.
Stays alive.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Carson Scott. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 aboard. Will Kellerman was able to bunt his way on.
We're giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Yet we're not going to call on the E2. was a tough play.
Yeah, tough play.
Tough play defensively.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and the catcher threw the ball from his knees and then hit Kellerman, I think, in the back of the head.
Yep. 1-2 pitch coming here. Down just enough.
Outside, too.
Yep. 2-2.
Carson looking for something he can drive here.
Just inside out. Unassisted.
Rolled up the shortstop's arm, but he was able to keep it there against his body and step on the bag.
Holzhausen makes the unassisted force out there, so Scott on the fielder's choice, but that's the end of that, as the Athenians only sent 4 guys to the plate. There's no runs, 1 hit. It's Crawfordsville's 4th hit of the ball game. No errors, and that 1 guy left on base. There is 1, 7, 10, 14 pitches, so 65 pitches for Helton.
We see the pitching change here. This is Abney's going to work off the mound.
Okay.
So let's see. Kellerman first.
And I was when Abney went down to warm up, I made a comment he wasn't eligible to pitch. That was Brendan Dowell. Who pitched last night.
So and then you're going to see Fitzwater. Looks like he's going to come in and play second. So that'll put Fitzwater batting in the 9th spot for the Athenians.
Yes.
Don't see any other changes out there. Scott in left. Still Blackburn in center and Caden in right.
Right. Correct. Not right, but just correct. So, yeah, that should be that. Everybody going over things with the home plate umpire down there to make sure all of the laptops all agree.
Yeah, and I wonder if the Warriors aren't going to start making some changes here as well.
Now, how did Callie Saunders know I was here to give me her graduation announcement?
Well, she probably figured you were going to be here one way or another, with no other games in the county this week. So unless you had a road assignment, So it's kind of a slow time.
Slow down a little bit for me. Not this week. I've got and you're right. Cade's into the next week. Next week is
leading off for the Warriors.
I got the couple days at Indy, getting ready for the Grand Prix, and then. I'm going to hopefully work a schedule depending on I'm not sure what baseball schedules are. I know Crawfordsville's at Park Tudor next Saturday. There might be a chance of getting to Park Tudor to cover that game before the Grand Prix. So, because I don't have a major assignment at the Grand Prix next Saturday. It's kind of some getting ready stuff. So there's possibility of that. And then I am doing Purdue baseball in the Big Ten tournament next Sunday. So, but there's obviously no high school games there.
Right.
So this brings up, let's see, Bailey Watson, ball 1, ball 2, facing Abney. Next is ball up. Watson is the only guy that hasn't reached base for Whiteland today. 0 for 3.
And he gets there in that time.
Well, I
3 balls and then plunks him.
Yeah. Oh, well. Making it one way or the other, I guess. Let's get a quick look here. Crawfordsville. Pitching stats is
the first baseman, Jacob Leisner.
Peyton Abney is making his 4th appearance on the season. He's only officially got 2/10 of an inning pitched, so lightly worked. 2 hits, 1 run, no earned runs, so no ERA, obviously. No walks and a strikeout.
I think that's Mangold down in the bullpen actually warming up as well.
Okay.
Got him.
Ball's in the dirt.
Nope.
Yep.
Good throw gets him.
Yep, this is Leisner at bat, at the plate. Stolen base for Watson. Ball was down, made it a little harder for Bennett. Pitch in. Almost got his sleeve.
Yeah, I think he was checking with the umpire.
Leisner knew it was close enough, so.
Didn't sell it.
Give him that begging look. Oh, please, oh, please. This pitch is up.
Brings in there for a strike. Full count.
Yeah, he's working the inside part of the plate, and big Jacob Leisner is working. He's literally right on that black stripe, too.
Swing and a miss.
There you go.
Nice job by Abney. Changed the height on that one. Took him down low and wasn't able to get to it.
That's right.
Luke Helton.
Brings up Luke Helton. Helton is officially 0 for 1 today. Takes strike.
Yeah.
He struck out in the first, hit by pitch in the third, and walked in the fourth. Oops.
Well, check.
Sticks the bat out there and fouls one down towards the dugout.
Check swing foul ball. So Abney quickly out
up front here.
Top.
1 out, 1 on. Top of 6. Crawfordsville trailing.
That's going to be caught.
Should be no issue there.
It's Fitzwater out there
at second base.
Yeah. Probably glad he took the sunglasses out for that. I don't know if it shows up on the broadcast, but you could definitely see the glare off the glasses.
At this time of the day, what is it, about 2:30?
Third baseman Richard Ramey.
2:57.
Yeah.
Yet the sun's going to be just getting to a spot where it's hard to,
right.
a little more tough to see.
So Abney actually, after the first 4 pitches now, has come back and is really bringing it in there.
Yep.
So
been strong. Ramey has struck out twice, reached on an
that
error
one
score.
gets away from Owen.
Yep. A little bit in the dirt there.
Yeah.
So, officially it'll be a wild pitch. Moose watching the third, but it really doesn't matter. The whole business is getting this batter out and getting out of the inning.
Yep.
That's a strike.
The sidearm motion might be throwing these because Abney throws definitely from a little bit different arm slot than anybody else they've seen. Chase and Cam both come over the top. And oh, wow. That was a great pitch.
Sure looked good from here. Wow. 2-2. Yeah. Sidearm.
Kevin Keller went out there in the crowd. Get the 4th strike now. So that one's outside.
It is outside.
So full count.
Kevin, I can't even start to tell you, and some of them I just literally cannot tell you, Kellerman stories from back when he was his son's age.
Yeah. There it is.
There we go. Give him the one back.
Yeah,
give him the one back.
Yeah.
So Ramey wears the golden sombrero now today with 3 called strikeouts. So, but that ends the little threat there. But the Athenians still have got themselves a monster hole to dig up. As no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base, and we have conversation in the back.
We'll be back on Monday.
Yeah. Our executive producer, Jason Duggar, to remind everybody that we're going to be back on Monday night. I told him, we've been telling everybody.
Yeah. Tune in.
We're going to be Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday
and Friday.
Yeah. So there. Yeah.
In case you were wondering.
Yes, indeed. You can check somebody's Twitter account if you want to double check all the game times.
Yeah, that's Now you got Twitter, you got Facebook, you got YouTube, you got let's see, you got your Max Preps, or you could just go. You could just go to the Crawfordsville High School website because they've got it there. There's a schedule there as well.
Yep.
So,
and I know Jim Johnson got the Journal Review website updated last night because I gave him a copy of the updated schedule last night. So I know it's going there too. So
Coach Wolver hustling out the first base there.
Yep. I think he got caught checking something online here before on his way out. Caden Jones going to lead off.
That's a hit.
Drive one right to center field. So Jones has his 2nd hit of the day. Line drive up the middle.
Got 6 outs to get it done here, guys.
Probably wouldn't be the biggest comeback in Crawfordsville baseball history, but it would certainly be a memorable one. But it's all got to start with 1 hit. It's got to start with another hit. It's got to start with another hit after that. Chase Dowell takes one down. Dowell reached base once on a hit by in the 4th inning, but was forced out at 2nd.
The Chargers are walking in, probably liking what they see
here.
They're
going. Crawfordsville's down 7-0.
There's a strike.
Or else they're going, oh my gosh,
yeah,
get beat by these guys.
Yeah. Probably not. I think
No,
there's
I
a lot
so.
of bravado all the way around there.
Plenty of bluster in the rivalry.
There we go. So,
what is it? If you're a North fan, your two favorite teams are North Montgomery and whoever's beating Crawfordsville.
Yeah, you got that right.
Hits in the dirt.
Ball. And so this maybe we're seeing with the pitch count getting up here on
Helton.
That
he's now literally just at 71, now 72.
So there's a walk.
All walks.
Yeah, that's going to get
that ended that. Well, it's not the head coach that's coming out, so it's probably the precursor going. How you feel, how you
doing. What are you doing? So
that is the first walk he's issued. Struck out 1, 2, 3, 4. So Dowell reaches base for the second time. Peyton Abney's next up. Abney 0 for 2 on the day. 2 fly ball outs. Abney, who also pitched the last half inning for the Athenians.
Effectively.
Yes. Boy, and effective now if you're a Crawfordsville fan. Peyton you need something out of him.
Yeah.
You can't just move the runners.
No, nobody out, 2 on, so you got to make something happen here.
Yep.
This is one of the things where maybe the Athenians have struggled just a little is some timely hitting. We've seen that a couple different times this season when they've gotten into stretch where they've been able to get guys on and not move them. So hopefully this would be a good opportunity to kind of break that funk.
Yep. Well, Peyton will be taken to a strike for sure.
Yeah. Again, I'm sure at this point we're trying to get base runners and work the pitch count up. But nobody in the bullpen for the Warriors. And there hasn't been the whole game, so there's a strike.
Guessing that, without looking, we'll go back and look at some of the pitching stats, but guessing that probably everybody who's going to come in relief is probably playing somewhere in the field already.
Makes sense. I think
pretty short lineup.
Yeah, a couple of the names you mentioned earlier, I recognized from being in the order. So,
swing and a miss there. Yeah, the second. I'll call the number 2 guy is at second base, Carazales.
Okay.
But I'm sure that he's a no-touch for this game. I figure
starter for the next game.
He'll be thrown against North.
Peyton's
off speed, outside, fooled it. All right, 2 on, 1 out. Josh Blackburn up. Also 0 for 2 on the day.
The center fielder, Josh Blackburn.
Fly out fielder's choice.
Has driven a couple balls.
Yep. He hit the ball to center field hard, but the wind ate it up. Helton. The Athenians with
even with the take on here, you might do the fake bunt to try and get Jones 90 feet closer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to see if that ball would tip off of a relatively inexperienced. I'll say it now, maybe a relatively inexperienced.
I wasn't going to. I've already. I'm done with it.
He nibbled on that twice.
Strike
there.
Wendell on deck.
This middle of the order, 5, 6, 7, all looking for their first hit of the day.
Goodness. I thought that was inside, but Josh is up on the plate there a little bit too, so 1-2 count.
1-2 count here.
Yeah.
Foul ball stays alive.
Takes a hack.
Foul ball over to the softball field. Congratulations to Crawfordsville softball team. Coach Brittany Carpenter picked up a big win last night.
Over to Cougars of North Putnam.
Yep, 13-5 win last night. So hit the ball really well.
Good.
There's a rip right. And not in time. Safe in second.
Well, that's the second impressive play of the day for number 24 down.
Yep, Ramey. That's Ramey. Mm-hmm. Well, and that third one would have been if the pitcher had fallen in front of him on that bunt.
Designated hitter,
he's come up strong at the hot corner.
Yeah.
Kel Wendelin now up with 2 outs.
Because that would have scored. All right, Dowell runs well. But Jones for sure, maybe Dowell, depending on how that ended up.
Yep.
Strike.
The outside corner.
It's the green light.
Yep. Ground out strikeout for KL.
Looks like we might see one more pitching change. Kellerman was down warming up in the bullpen. Comes because he's
down. Yeah, at this point in time, if you're not going to get any runs, you might as well give everybody an inning, so that you don't
get some work. Well, and the other thing is too is just maybe to keep the Warriors off balance.
Yep.
Get through there.
Nope,
not going to.
3-hopper.
Oh, pulled his foot. Oh, got it back down in time.
Yep. They gave him a force out before,
one hit, no errors.
So the Athenians are going to be down to their last chance here in a moment. Head out defensively. No runs, a hit. 5 hits now for Crawfordsville. No errors as the Warriors have played error-free ball. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I was thinking there was one along the way, but no.
No, I'm looking back. I inadvertently jotted one down on the hit where Dowell was hit, but it wasn't that. So, but Crawfordsville has also left 4, 5. They've left 7 runners on base.
Yeah.
So again, as Jason asked us to remind you, lots of baseball action on iHigh and YouTube coming up. Abney's still in. But Monday against Lafayette, Jeff, should be a 6 o'clock start. I would assume almost all the games in the evening on weeknights are 6 o'clock start.
So the only time I've seen us adjust is if we thought that it would help us out from the weather. We might go a little bit earlier.
Right. And Tuesday's game with Southmont, I'm sure will be a 6 o'clock start. Wednesday's game with Benton Central should be a 6 o'clock start. Friday's game with Danville should be a 6 o'clock start. And the staff usually runs pretty efficiently. Usually first pitch by 6:03, 6:04 sometimes. So.
And then I would mention the Saturday game over at Park Tudor is actually a varsity JV doubleheader.
Okay.
If memory serves me correct.
Okay. Very good. Would that be a morning-afternoon doubleheader, like a JV at 10, varsity at 1, or varsity at 1?
I think the varsity actually plays first in that, if I remember correctly.
Probably a 1 and 4.
And the teams eat in between, kind of a thing.
Sure.
It's a good setup.
First pitch, Holzheisen, stretch,
got it.
Out. So good play by.
Ball had just enough juice on it to get through the grass, but slowed down enough that it gave
Fitzwater just enough time to grab it and throw it. Yeah. Good throw over to first. First out.
So what? 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yep. 7-8-9 here for Whiteland in the top of the 7th. Pelfrey has a single with 2 RBIs.
Low.
The Athenians in the 7th will be bottom and top. It'll be Kellerman and Fitzwater. Kellerman, Fitzwater, and then the top of the order. Strike 1.
Even count.
Out and out. Down and out. 2-1. Abney in his 2nd inning of relief here. Chase Dowell started and got roughed up in 3 innings. All 3.
Yeah, was able to, the first 2 innings, able to wiggle his way out of a little bit of a jam in each of those innings.
But boy, the wheels fell off things in the 3rd inning with 6 runs.
Went all the way around. So
and
Abney issues a walk. Their second one of the. Actually, no, it was 3 pitches and then the plunk.
Hit him,
yeah. So
that will bring up. Check the number. Is that still number 1? Yeah.
Yep.
Klein. Throw it second. Got the force.
Took the lead runner.
Got it. So Klein puts a bunt down, but bunts it too hard. And Abney comes up throwing 4-6 for the force out. 2 outs, 1 on. Crawfordsville in the field. Top of 7. That'll bring up the top of the order. Chase Bennett.
He's had himself a day.
Yep, 2 singles and a run scored. Then in the 3rd inning, his 2nd trip up, he got hit by a pitch, and then he struck out, took a called third strike in the fifth. So there's at least one black mark on his tally sheet here. First pitch down, second pitch, strike.
Got all that one.
Yep, drives it to right center.
Caden, nice break on the ball, comes in and gets that out of shallow right center.
And the wind helped blow it right to him too. It helped shorten his run just a little bit.
Nice jump on the ball. A great read and hustled over there to get that. So
after two real good chances in the first inning, that's his first work, in a couple innings. But that ends things for Whiteland here, and it all comes to the bottom of the seventh inning. Yeah. No runs, no hits, no errors, one left.
If you've tuned in late, I would encourage you to actually go back and watch Caden there in the top of the first inning. Couple of really, really nice plays out there.
One when the wind was blowing a little harder than it is now, I think. So at least it doesn't feel as blustery as it did then. No. But a ball got up and into the wind. It was heading towards really more center right than right center.
Yep.
And wind was curving it, and he made a good jump knowing what he thought about the wind, and the wind blew it farther than he realized. He had to make a 360.
Yeah, spun all the way around and still caught the ball.
He had to do a 360 and still found the ball and brought it down.
Yeah, stayed on his feet, good agility, going backwards and sideways all at the same time, spinning.
So
the baseball thing doesn't work out. Maybe he could get into like ice skating.
That's right. I didn't get a pitch count here on Helton, but he's back out for a complete game effort.
Yeah.
Leading off for your Athenians, the first baseman, Will Kellerman.
Really haven't put any pressure on him.
No. He has 83 pitches coming into this inning.
Yeah.
So Kellerman will lead off, has a bunt single, got hit in the back of the head by a throw. And he'll this one off the end cap, a little F4. That will bring up Fitzwater.
The second baseman, Cade Fitzwater.
Let's see here. A couple of little notes. It's Fitzwater's first trip to the plate. Cade is 0 for 1 on the season. Oh, he's being called back.
Riddle's going to hit.
Okay. So Sammy Riddle get a varsity opportunity. He is 0 for 2 on the year.
No pressure, Sammy.
No, not when you're down 7-0.
No, just go in and relax and do what you do.
Yep.
So
make contact here, get something,
get on base.
Hopefully, get on base, a chance to get those white pants dirty.
Ball low.
Down. Looking for Crawfordsville's 6th hit of the ball game.
Ball side.
If this stays as it is, Luke Helton will move to 5-1 on the year, and his ERA will drop probably down below 1.
Give
strike.
And Chase Dow his first loss of the year.
Yes, 7-0 on the season. It'll drop him to 7-1.
Swing and a miss.
And there, 2-2.
Low and away.
Just a little out and almost a little away. Full count. Riddle looking to see if he can keep the inning.
Oh.
A little inside out.
A little chopper down there.
Yep. Yeah. Leisner has proven a couple times he has no problems. Whiteland's got a clean sheet defensively.
Yeah.
They've done everything they needed to do. So they're 1 out away from putting a big feather in their hat.
Yeah.
Trent Johnson, who is
or War Bonnet as being the Warriors.
That's it.
Oh,
Johnson takes the strike.
Yeah. Fastball low.
Yep. Johnson's 436 batting average, taking a little bit of a hit here today.
Taking a lump, 0 for 3, right?
0 for 3.
Fouls that one off.
Crawfordsville literally down to their last strike. Not much joy in Mudville here today. Athenians on the verge of uncharacteristically losing one at home and uncharacteristically being shut out at home.
Got all that one. That's 3. I bet that's 3.
That will be. He's on the move.
Hold him. No.
Well, you know what? You need 7 runs. You need 7 runs.
No sense getting greedy.
Don't make the last out at home or the last out at third, right?
Yeah, disappointing.
So Johnson with his 3rd double of the season. Carson Scott has reached on an infield single. 1 for 3 on the day.
Go, Carson!
Be nice to at least get the goose egg off the board here.
Yeah. Scott takes a strike.
He's taking all the way on that.
Yep. Helton is just, he's about 92, 93 pitches now. So that will take him. Getting close to coming off. He did go. Or did he not go? Nope, 1-1. Said he pulled the bat back.
Curious when he spun all the way around like that.
Yeah. Although again, he spun the bat. The bat never came around, so it may have been the deciding factor. Nobody arguing very much about it.
No. When you went up by 7
with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning.
But that ball's outside. 2-1.
Scott beat out an infield single in the 3rd inning. One of the 6 Crawfordsville hits on the game.
The scoreboard's 1 behind.
It was a bunt.
He's going to get there. Nope.
And that's going to end things. The 1-3 put out. And the Athenians, no runs, 1 hit, no error, 1 left. Crawfordsville yes.
Not much to say about that. Just one bad inning really was the difference here. And then the Athenians just bats held in check by Helton out there.
I give Luke Helton an awful lot of credit that he definitely came ready to go today and really had a great game.
No doubt his A game. Yeah.
9 hits, 2 errors, 5, 7, 8, 9 left on base. All right, for Whitelands, they win their 11th game of the season. They moved to 11-7 overall, 7 runs on 9 hits. There were 2 Crawfordsville errors. They left 9 on base. The Athenians, who fall to 16-3 over the season, no runs on the day, 6 hits, no Whiteland errors, and Crawfordsville left 8 guys on base.
None of them passed second base, though.
Nobody got to third. Exactly right. And that's a good point. So Eric Dahl picks up his first loss of the season. He falls to 7-1 overall. Luke Helton picks up his 5th win of the year, and he will see his 1.17 ERA drop substantially, and Dowell's below 1.0 ERA. We'll have to go back and count the earned runs on this, although most of them are going to be earned.
Yeah, I think so.
But anyway, his ERA will go the other direction. So it's a tough day, and the Athenians didn't get a chance for a second game because of the scheduling and the weather conditions. So Whiteland will get to stretch their legs here and for a few minutes, and then they're going to take on North Montgomery. Yep. Chargers are over on the baseball field. Warming up.
Football field,
warming up. And so they'll get the field ready. And they're saying 4:30 start. I'm guessing that unless Whiteland really wants to delay it, I'm guessing that game may start more close.
I would say while you're hot, just go ahead and go.
Right. So, yeah. If I'm Coach Scott Sherry over there, I'm going to say, you know what, North, you just as soon as you're ready to go, you just let us know. We'll come on out and play. So anyway, with that, it's a tough day at the old ball yard for Crawfordsville as Crawfordsville falls to Whiteland by a score score 7-0. Lots of baseball coming up, folks. The good thing about baseball, it's only one loss today. You get to play again on Monday.
Get a chance to get it right back.
That'll be the Lafayette Jeff Broncos coming to town for what should be a very fun and interesting ball game. We invite everybody to join the broadcast crew on Monday night for on the iHigh YouTube broadcast as Crawfordsville takes on those evil Jeff Broncos. So, all right, everybody. Well, everybody have a good afternoon, and we will see you next time.
All right. Thank you very much, Jeff. Take care.